Guys, it's Jen, and today I'm so excited to share with you guys another makeup tutorial. It's been a while since I've done a proper smoky eye, so I thought I would share my tutorial with you using none other than the Naked Smoky palette. Whoa, you guys, it's been kind of a while since their last Naked palette, which was Naked 3. So Urban Decay's new smoky palette, I'm so excited for it because it is absolutely beautiful. If you guys want to see an entire swatch, list, pictures, and all of that, I'll have that on my blog, which I will link in the description box down below. But I wanted to show you guys a tutorial using this palette because obviously it's made to do some really beautiful smoky eye business. And I love me a good smoky eye. This one is one that's really glamorous and really not difficult as long as you do some specific steps. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this. If you want to see how to do this smoky eye look, then stay tuned. So I'm going to start off with an eyeshadow primer. Just add this on the top lid and also near the bottom lash line. Next, I'm taking a black eyeliner pencil and I'm just using this as a base. So apply this really quickly and then we're going to blend this out in a half moon shape. If you're monolided, just kind of go in a little shape like me, like a little arched shape. And then if you have a crease, go slightly above the crease line. Before the eyeliner sets, I'm just taking a shadow brush and blending out that line so it softens it up. On the lower lash line, I'm only blending this in about halfway in and it should taper as it goes inward. And using the same brush as before, I'm just smoking it out before it sets. For this particular smoky eye, I'm working from darkest to lightest, so I'm taking a bit of black market and I'm just applying this right over that black eyeliner that we did before. As you can see, we're keeping this in this kind of oval shape and I'm pulling this a little bit further on the outer part of the eye. Next, I'm taking Armor and I'm just popping this on the center of the lid to give it a little more dimension and shimmer. Adding an extra pop of shimmer automatically makes the eye have this really beautiful 3D shape. Now I'm taking Radar and I'm just going to trace the outline of where we had the black. I find that adding a little bit of brown on the edges just makes everything look like it's blended a lot better and it adds a really beautiful dimension. So it's like that step that makes things look a little more professional. Now to add a little bit of extra pop, I'm adding 13 right underneath the brows. And this isn't going to go too far down, it's just going to stay right up here, which gives it more depth. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go over with the same eyeshadows, black market for the outer third, so it's going to go straight across from the middle of your eyelid and then curve upward. Then I'm taking Slanted from the middle part of the eyelid, I'm going to bring that forward, and then I'm going to add a pop of light to the inner corner by using High and sweeping that into the colors that we just added. Next, I'm going to apply my eyeliner. Because this is a heavier look, I'm going to do a larger line, going in the same angle as the lower lash line here. We're just going to pull this upward toward the corner of my brows. So it should connect here to here. And from that point, I'm just going to direct it inward and connect the lines. Next, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm using a slightly darker color than I usually do. I'm just using little strokes to fill in the front half. And then we're giving it a bit of a longer tail to match the wing of the eyeliner. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and add mascara. Because the shadow's so dark, it won't be as dramatic looking anyway, so go ahead and add a few extra layers. Next, I'm going to apply a dramatic pair of false lashes. I like applying it closer at the inner corners and flared up just slightly at the outer edges to mimic the line of the winged liner. Next, I'm going to go in with a blush. I decided to go with something a little bit pinkier this time. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop and Plum Pop. I'm going to start near my ears and I'm just going to pop this forward. I'm kind of applying it on my apples right here, so it'll go in a bit of a J shape. You can also blend that up and down so it just kind of blends into the whole side of your head right there. Doing it in this angle will give a little bit of a contouring effect as well as looking like a pretty natural flush to the cheeks. Just as a little tip, I usually apply my blush after I do my eyes when doing a really smoky eye, because if I do it beforehand and then I put on the eyes, a lot of times I'll find that the blush just looks really washed out, like I didn't add enough. So if you do it after the eyes, then you can make sure everything on your face looks really balanced and the blush still shows up. Now I'm going to add my lipstick, and I'm going to start with a clear lip pencil. The thing I kind of like about this is you can really use any color lipstick if you just have one clear lip pencil. I mentioned this in my wedding tutorial with my sister, which if you guys haven't seen that, I'll leave a link right over here. But when I used a clear lip pencil there, a little trick that I do is I actually apply this over the edge of the lip line. First of all, you can't see it, and second of all, that'll really help keep your lipstick from feathering. It'll really stay in place because it has the product to grip onto. Next, I'm going to apply my lipstick. I'm doing a really beautiful bright red. I know a lot of people say, oh, if you do a smoky eye, make sure you do a nude lip or a natural pink so that they're not competing, but I really think it's partially dependent on your eye shape and partially dependent on how high the blackest part of the smoky eye is. My rule of thumb is if the black part goes really high up and closer to your brow, then your lip color should be toned down more. But for today's look, since we're keeping it smoky but a little more glamorous, my line of darkest smokiness is just right by my lash line when my eyes are open. So I feel like I can get away with wearing a really bright lip and it won't actually compete. So this is the final look. I hope it was helpful for you guys who are trying to figure out how to do a really beautiful smoky eye, but maybe it's a little intimidating. It is not actually too hard. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to see more videos. This is Jen, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. I have a super special guest with me. This is my sister, Linda.
Hi.
To finalize the look, I am going to add a bright poppy lipstick.